Hi everyone, welcome to the code tutorial, and in this lesson we are going to learn about the function. What is function and how we are going to use function in Python, you are going to learn in this lesson. Now let's see if we have like something, we are going to define a function by writing def, and it is like define a function. Okay, whenever you are going to write a function, you should remember that you have to write first def. After that, you are going to name a function whatsoever you are going to write for the function. For example, I will say hello, and it will change, and the color will change something like I'm using like PyCharm, and it is like blue sign or yellow sign or yellow color. Now for the function, when you are going to use the name of function, then you are also going to write parentheses, open it and close it. And after that one, we are also going to learn that how we are going to use some parameter using in these parentheses. Now finally you are going to write colon. Then you have to write your function which you are going to run. For example, I will say hello world. Okay, now when you are like going to run that program, and I'm going to run that program, you will see there is no any output. Then why that is like, why it is like that? You must remember that while you are going to use function, then you are storing that data or that functionality in your function. And when you are going to, or when you need that function, then you have to call the function. For example, you are going to call hello, and then when you are going to print or run your program, then you will see the result. Therefore, anything which you are going to write in function, it will not be displayed if you are not going to call the function. For example, if I'm going to write, and you are going to make in single function different like multiple number of print or other function as well. Now for example, hello world, it is my first function. Okay, function program, and therefore let me just call my function hello. Then you will see that both of that function, or both of that like I'm calling hello function, it will come here like hello world, it is my first function. And if you are going to like don't need to call that function, then it means that you don't get the result. And the beauty of function is that, for example, if you are going to call like hello, and you are going to print here something else like hi, it is second line. Okay, now when I'm going to run the program, you will get like hello world, it is my first function program, and hi, it is second line. Now if I need once again all these function, then what you are going to write like hello function once again. Okay, now you will get hello world, it is my first function program, and it is like you have second line, and in second line you will get the same thing but only calling that function. It means that whenever you need that function in anywhere in your program, you are going to call that function and you will get the result as a sequence. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I will just make one more program, and that program should be like let me define function, and I'm like making similar program which should be like a print. When you are going to print something, or you want to display some information in your compiler, after running that, you are like calling the function for the print, right? Like I'm using function for the print, and you have a parenthesis. It means print is also a function. Now how about if I'm going to say that write that function, that I will just say write, and I will call parameter, and I will call that text. Okay, now what we are going to do next, we are just going to like call that parameter, and I will write print and like text. Okay, Now again, if I'm going to like print that program, then you will get nothing. However, when I'm going to call the program like write, then you will see now here you will get like a text is appearing that you have to write text. Okay, now what should I write? For example, I will write hello. Okay, hello world. Now when I'm going to print, then you will get like hello world. Now again, if you are going to write print and you are saying hello world and it is print function, and similarly when you are going to call like write, if someone don't want to or don't remember print function, then they may make their own function like write, and it is like hello world, it is write function. And if you are going to compare both of that like function has similar functionality, like you are going to call the function like print write and here like print, and you are making the sentence like hello world and it is print function, hello world and it is write function. Now when I'm going to print both function, then you will get the similar like sentence with write function, and here we have write function and here you have like print function. And you can just call that the function. When we are going to use function, we are going to name that function, and we can also use like a parameter. Okay, in between parentheses we are going to write like a variable, and we are going to call that variable as well. For example, if you have a print then text, whatsoever you are going to write here, for example write hello world, and it is completely working like print, and you can make your own print functionality as well. Okay, now let me just give you another way of making your function. For example, function name. Okay, I will say for example info. Okay, and info I will say name, and we are going to use two like parameters and age. Okay, I will say print, then we are going to call your name. Your name is like, then I will concatenate like name, and also okay, we are going to make that in like quotation, single quotation, and okay, your name is okay, concatenate that like parameter here. After that, after printing the text or string, it should be like the name should be here, and then your age is okay, we are going to write that in parentheses in quotation marks as well. Your age is like, we are concatenating age as well. Okay, now once I'm going to call info, then you will get like name and age, because we are defining two parameters, name and age. And when you are going to like write name and age, for example, now you will get like name and age on the top, you can see that, and I will write name, and the name is like James, and age is like 25. Okay, now when I'm going to run the program, then you will get your name is James, and we have to also make a space here. For that you can do either making space here, and it will make the problem and you can resolve the problem. For example, now I'm going to run the program. Your name is James and your age is 25. Okay, for example, if someone else will come who has different name and different like age, what should they will call? They will print like, I will print, for example, let me print info, about teacher, and then we are going to call like info function, and I'm going to name that, for example, Javed, and it should be like 23 or 24. And also I'm going to write like print and info about like my teacher, and I'm going to call the info. See how beautifully we are going to like making the function and using that in a very creative way. Like I'm going to run that program, and first you are going to see that we have first info, names James and 25, and you can see that your name is James and age 25. Now the print function will come like info about like physics teacher, and your name is Javed. Like we are just calling that function, your name is Javed and your age 24. Now again I'm calling one more print function, info about math teacher. See, we are just calling that information like your name is Jahanzeb, your age is 25. Okay, now that is the beauty of the function. Like whenever you need that function, whenever you are going to use, or whenever you are going to call that function, all the information will be displayed without doing the work again and again, and you are going to just need that function and call it with minimal like coding and programming. I hope you got a clear idea that how you are going to use function, and how is the beauty of function which we are using in program. Most of the time when we are like repeating the same concept or the same program again and again with few variation or information, then we are going to use like the function, and we are going to minimize our effort and programming, and we make a program more readable. Therefore like the function is you are going to use function whenever you are going to store all the data or program in one place, and whenever you need that information or that program, you are going to call accordingly. Again, if you just have any confusion or have any question, then you can write that in comment box below. If you like that video, just thumbs up and share with your friends, and if you have not subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe for more upcoming amazing programming videos. Thank you everyone. Goodbye.